good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. Today we're going to look into Victor Oladipo, right? Arguably, right now, probably one of the top 3 shooting guards in the league. And obviously, he's hurt right now, so he got to kind of work around all this 8 to 10 weeks, and his attributes are all screwed up because of that. But obviously, he was kind of like an afterthought when they did the trade with Paul George. Right? Paul George went to the Thunder. Victor Oladipo went to the Pacers. And it was kind of like, all right, Pacers are going to fall off and the Thunder are going to take off. And it was actually the other way around. Victor Oladipo had his all-star, basically a breakout season, right? He became an MVP candidate. He carried the Pacers throughout the playoffs until he got hurt, of course. And now, you know, obviously, we're looking at probably, again, like I said, one of the top 3 shooting guards in the league. And he's a two-way mid-range shooter, so I thought that was pretty dope. He's 6'4", he's 210, and I want to go ahead and try to make this guy. So let's go ahead and look at his attributes. And again, as you can see, everything just it's all messed up, right? But as you can basically see, man, he has slashing. His slashing abilities is great, right? So he has great slashing ability. He can get contact dunks, right? Where we at? We go to his mid-range shot. Obviously, is good. His three-point shot is good, right? He has. Where's his ball handling? His ball handling is a 79. I thought that'd be a little bit higher, but it wasn't. But then, of course, where he gets really, really crazy at is his defense, right? 91, and he has perimeter defense is 91. His steals an 80, right? And his lateral quickness is like a 90-something. And his, obviously, you know, his defense. He's basically your, you know, he's an all-around all-star. He can do it all. He can score. He can play really, really good defense. So it makes him a really hard build to make, right? And then when you come over here to his badges, as you can see, he doesn't have any gold badges or Hall of Fame, which I thought was crazy. He has a ton of bronze, and he has a few silver, right? He has fast break and showtime, which is something that we don't really use in the park. He has teardrop, which again is something that people don't really use. And then he has a ton of bronze, right? But what's funny to me is he only has contact finisher on bronze and fancy footwork. So I mean, like, it's something to think about when we're making the build. His shooting, I wouldn't necessarily say he's considered, you know, one of the greatest shooters, but he can shoot the ball, right? And he has a lot of silver badges and bronze also. So as you can start to see, guys, you know, and he has clutch shooter on gold. Of course, you know, that's for all those game-winning shots and clutch shots he hit last year. So he definitely has that in his gene. And then he has bailout, space creator, and stop and go on silver. So he doesn't have any much playmaking. And then defense, of course, this is where you start to get all different types of, like, man, this is crazy. All right. So immediately sitting here looking at these badges, obviously defense has to be in the pie chart. And I'm thinking defense and shooting. Or of course, you know, we can go defense and playmaking and be able to get good defense and everything out of that. So let's go ahead to my player creator. You know, that's my favorite place on 2K. And let's see what we can do with this build, right? All right, so what we're going to do is hop right into it. So let's look at it here. So obviously, he's a shooting guard. Victor Oladipo was right-handed. He's number 4, right? That's pretty easy. All right. Then what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go with the shooting and the defensive pie chart, because as you can tell, the shooting is going to be good. The defense is going to be good. He had a 79 ball handling, so we can get that pretty close. We already have 75. He had a driving dunk, which is right now it's a 78 in here, so we can actually mess around with that and get it pretty close to also the 80s. So this right here, obviously, is one of the most popular pie charts that's used in 2K community, and it's also a pie chart that I'm going to be using right now to make Victor Oladipo, right? And then when it comes to the physical profile, we're going to use the vert and the speed. Obviously, Victor Oladipo was in a dunk contest. He's a high flyer, and he's also pretty quick. So I went with this pie chart here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to max out all these up top, for obviously, right? We're going to max all these out, and then we're going to get this to 38, right? That's going to get you right at 9 finishing badges. We want to max this out to 80. We want to get his three-point shot just to 70, right? And then we want to max all the rest of this out, right? That's going to give you 17 shooting, right? Then you want to get this to a 79, and then you want to max out your ball handling, which is going to be a 75, which is going to give you 9. Then you want to max out your perimeter defense, your lateral quickness, your steals. Then you want to max out your defensive rebounds. That's going to give you 16 defensive attributes, okay? So as you can tell off rip, 9, 17, 9, and 16 is really, really solid. This build is going to be really, 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 really good on the 3s or in the 2s. You're just going to be a really good build, especially if you play the 2 as a secondary ball handler that can also play the lockdown, the point guard, right? So let's go ahead. Compact body type, I feel like that's best for him. He's 6'4", so it's dropping down to 6'4", right? They have him at 210 pounds. Let's get him at 210. Then you want to lower your wingspan all the way down. So now your mid-range shots are 84, your three-point shots are 73, which is great. Your ball handling is a 79, which is right where he was at, okay? Your driving dunk is 77, but you can go ahead and get a +4 on that to get that to an 81, which is really good, right? And then, of course, your defense is an 84. We can get that to an 88. You got your steal at 83. You can get that to an 87. You have your lateral quickness at an 80. You can get that to an 84, all right? So that's really, really solid. To me, I feel like this is a really good build. Hands down, this is a build that you can play with right in the court. If you want to make Victor Oladipo, go ahead and get that face scan. Use this build right here, and you're going to have Victor Oladipo. Now, to me, the best two that best describe him will either be the lockdown or the shot creator, right? And for me, I'm going to go ahead and go with the shot creator because I just feel like, you know, this build will be more offensive heavy. When you run in the park, you're going to try to do some scoring. So this will be great for you, right? And there you have it, the two-way mid-range shooter, and similar to Victor Oladipo, smack in the middle, man. So you cannot ask for anything better than that. All right, so let's go ahead and test this build out real quick and show you how difficult it is to try to emulate this guy with the badges that we have. And just like I was telling everybody, and I'm telling myself, and I'm telling all y'all, man, if you hit legend, man, it's not really hard to try to emulate him, right? Now, of course, he had fast break starter. He had fast break starter. He had showtime. I mean, he just had other badges that I'm just like, that's not gonna work, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get contact finisher because you know you need to have contact finisher, right? So let's get contact finisher on gold. Let's go ahead and get Giants Slayer on silver. Let's go ahead and get Acrobat on silver, and let's go ahead and get Fancy Footwork on silver. All right, so now what you're able to do is just being able to go to the rack. You can be able to Euro step, do some acrobats, hop steps, and also be able to go bigger defenders. And this right here seems like a great combination, right? So that's what I'm gonna go with. I mean, obviously you can go with any type of way you want to. Consistent finisher, pro touch, silly finisher, really good ones too. But honestly, we're just limited, which is 9. All right, so that's just what we're gonna have to go with, right? Now, from the shooting aspect, he did have a lot of shooting badges, of course. First and foremost, you want to get difficult shots. You want to get your quick draw, right? He had hot zone 100. I mean, he had a lot, guys. But what we're going to do is we're going to just stick with the badges that he had and use them to the best of our ability as far as what we know will work, right? So difficult shots, you want to get the difficult shots, obviously by being the shot creating takeover, right? You want to go ahead and get your range extender. You want to get that on silver. All right, you want to go ahead and get your catch and shoot, put that on silver. You want to get your green machine, and you also want to get your hot zone hunters. You want to get those on silver, right? And then of course you want to go with your okay, of course, but if you're playing a lot in the corner, then you want to get some corner specialists. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go dead eye on get my dead eye because obviously, you know, being the type of build that you are and the type of shots that you might be doing, you're probably going to want to go ahead and get dead eye because you're going to shoot some shots that might be contested, right? Corner specialist sounds good, but I feel like if you're going to be playing the 2 spot, meaning that you're going to be playing in the middle, you're not going to be the primary ball handler, you're going to be in the corner or be on the elbow a lot. I feel like this would be the best setup for you, and you shouldn't have any issues with playing as a secondary ball handler, right? Here, I think there's just a couple of things here. You have 9, and it's pretty much self-explanatory that you definitely need to have handles for days, right? And then, of course, quick first step, that's important. And then, of course, space creator, your shot creator. I think these 3 would be the 3 that we can go with. He didn't have these type of badges, but, of course, trying to emulate him in the park, I think these would be the 3 best that you would want to go with, all right? You can't go, trust me, these are the 3 that you want to go with, all right? And then on the defensive side, you want to go ahead and get your clamps on Hall of Fame. You want to get your intimidator on Hall of Fame. You want to get your pickpocket and your pick dodger, all right, on gold. And of course, you know me, I like to get my rebound chaser. I feel like rebound chasers is really OP when it comes to an actual guard being able to get rebounds, but I know some of y'all don't like doing that, which is perfectly fine. What then I recommend is you go ahead and get your tireless defender and get that on gold, because being the type of defender that you're going to be, you're always going to be guarding and going through screens. I think that this will be really, really great. If you can get it on Hall of Fame, that'd be even better. Pickpocket to me just seems like, I just don't see it working like that, man. It's annoying. Everybody plucks you. They don't have to have pickpocket. So if you want to go like something like this, that's perfectly fine. Or if you want to go like that, you can do that too. I think this would be really, really solid. The on-ball defense, you're going to constantly be in front of your defender, and you're constantly going to have the energy to be able to run around and keep up with them, right? So a lot of people sleep on tireless defender, but it is extremely OP because it literally keeps you holding R2, running around those screens, chasing them down, and it's frustrating because you can tell automatically someone that has Pick Dodger, Hall of Fame, and tireless defender. You're like, bro, this dude is on me. He cannot, like, you know what I'm talking about. If you see my streams, you know those individuals where it's so hard to set the screen on them because they keep on getting by around the screen and they seem like they're never getting tired. You're like, bro, like this dude is still coming, right? So these are the badges that I'll look at getting. Again, it's your build. You can do it any way you want to, but this is what I would go with, all right? So there you go. There you have it, man. My nephews, my nieces. This is Victor Oladipo right here in front of you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know what you need to do, man. Please like up the video. Please subscribe. We are just in a really, really good situation where it comes to almost wrapping it up for the end of this year. And, you know, I have really, really big goals. I said 10K at the end of this year. It looks like we're going to hit that. Hopefully we can make it, say, maybe 12K, 13K. I don't want to limit myself for the end of this year, but I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all have really made this movement massive. It's more and more people join the rare build community. I'm adding more nephews and nieces every day, so I appreciate all y'all. And of course, you know, I'll be back really, really soon with another banger. And when I say I'll be back really soon with another banger, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
If he caught for a low, we gon' give it to him. Take the stop off the top of no transformer. Remember ducking and dodging on every corner. Doing flip with a beat like a mighty morpher. Told myself to get rich and go help.